Hi guys, welcome to the Shoegaze of 93 channel, the channel that celebrates itself. And today, the 27th of May, you wouldn't think it was May looking at the weather here, but welcome to England. It's always blooming raining. So 27th of May marks 1 month since I released Sonic Sphere, Sonics and Textures, which came out on April the 27th. So I just thought it'd be a good opportunity to kind of reflect on its performance, review it, just update you guys about what's going on, and and Berlin, talk about the Berlin trip, Superbooth. Got lots of cool stuff to talk about. The whole sort of concept of Sonic Sphere, Sonics and Textures, it was to coincide with my uni project for year 3 at music production and sound engineering at DBS Music in Plymouth, and it's meant to coincide with the book that I'm writing, the Shoegaze book. So therefore I decided that the 4 tracks, 5 if you wanted to include the remix of Shy, but those tracks were trying to display the difference, the depth and breadth of the genre, the different kind of styles within what we call shoegaze. So Shy was obviously, that was like Curve, Seafield, Medicine, Bowery Electric, those kind of bands. MBV Soon, that was a bit of an influence on it. And then Take Me Up was like, that was the romantic one, the kind of Cocteau Twins / My Bloody Valentine as well. The way I was kind of splicing up samples and reversing them and inserting them like in a really rhythmic way. That was very Loveless inspired. The way Shields kind of cut, like the way Shields cut the synth samples and the feedback samples. Also Belinda's voice, he used her voice to to splice up and then reverse it, and do it in a very rhythmic way so it falls on the one beat, that kind of thing. So that's what Take Me Up was. It was a romantic song, which, well, it's also it's also about the afterlife as well, because it's like take me up to heaven. So if you look into the verse lyrics, you'll understand that it's actually very religious, spiritual on the surface, but it can also be like romantic. It's like a nuanced song, 2 meanings. It could be like a love song, but then it can also be about the afterlife, religion. And then Shoegazing, that was the one, the spoken word song that I wrote specifically for the book. So it was just me rattling off names of shoegaze songs, like Leave Them All Behind, Only Shallow, Railway, Blue Pedal, Plymouth Morning, In Your Room, Fall, Sounds Like Everyone, Springtime, Hearts on Fire. It's basically me just saying songs that I like within the genre, and therefore that was the time with the book, basically, to give people an introduction of the songs. But it's a keyless song, because obviously my vocals don't harmonise with the guitar. The guitar's kind of doing its own thing, and with spoken word you can get away with not being in key, kind of thing, So ironically, that was the one where I sent the EP to DKFM, the radio station that plays new shoegaze stuff. And ironically, Greg Wilson turned around and said that was, he said it was something like, the EP's too experimental, but we might play shoegazing, which completely baffled me, because it's a spoken word song of like 6 minutes 30 duration or something, maybe even longer, 7 minutes. And yeah, he thought that was a commercial one. Like, really? I mean, yeah, that's it's just, yeah, it's like one of these things, isn't it? Like, some people you send it off to, they always pick the song that you don't think has a chance, but for some reason they pick it. It's always like that with every artist you speak to. It's always like, well, the DJ picked a song that I never thought was gonna be played on radio. But yeah, and then I Must Be Dreaming was the big rocker one, which was so shoegazing was the ambient one, obviously. So Slow Dive and Cocktail Twins, Victoria Land, that kind of thing. I was meant to demonstrate that side of it. And then I Must Be Dreaming was the rock side of it. Swerve Driver, Starfly 59, all of the new grunge gazing bands, Wire, Nothing, Narrow Head, all of that stuff. Dinosaur Jr. as well. But like, yeah, so I had the big noise section in the middle, and that was designed for playing live. So when I play live, I want that to be full volume, MBV style volume, and it can be drawn out any length, like indeterminate length, John Cage style, where I can make it short as possible, or I can make it as long as possible, and I can make it noisy as possible, or I can make it bearable for the audience. So yeah, I mean, then Shy remix. Obviously, I did a remix of the lead single because like what Cameron was saying, my good friends from Dallas, he commented saying, like, I really like the stripped down nature, and it's meant to be like a cross section of the song. So they're showing the bare bones, and you can hear the textures, when they come in and how they come in, and by the way, that reverse guitar was done on the EHX Cathedral, and on reverse mode, obviously. But it was like mostly like 80% of it was like one take. Like that was me playing real time. Like I was literally there, like playing it, really intricately, and I had to hold my breath while I was doing it. Just, please don't cock up, please don't cock up. Like, it was really intense to get it right, because I didn't want to be cheapskate and just loop it. Most people would just loop it, but I actually tried to play along real time and play the parts real time, and you can hear that I am, because the evidence is in the way the dynamics are. You can hear that some notes, they go louder than others. When I'm doing that arpeggio lick, you can hear that some notes, the reverse reverb kind of kicks in, has more presence than at other times. So that's how you can tell I'm doing it real time. But yeah, so that was the idea of the remix. I thought that the instrumental was just too good to not include. Of course, I wanted the 4-song traditional shoegaze EP format, which usually consists of just 4 songs, but I thought that I needed that 5th one had to be in there, and because it's a remix of a song that's already on there, then it isn't like a 5th track, if you know what I mean. It's still Shy, isn't it? So you can still say it's a 4-track EP. So yeah, I'm proud of it. 4 people bought the CD. Thank you, Phil and Ben from the Full Record Jacket channel. Thank you, Cameron, all the way from Dallas, the first overseas person to actually buy one of my records. So if I had a hand free here, I would do a bow with the 2 hands together, Chinese style. But yeah, it's cool. Like, it's the first time I made money online from music. People bought the digital versions, obviously. I made over 50 quid from it. So it's all gone a bit quiet recently, which a bit of a shame, really. I need to kind of keep poking the bear a bit. But I'm just already, obviously I'm busy submitting work from my uni. Final submissions are coming in right now. I've been working on my laptop all day, trying to complete this stuff. But obviously I'm very much in the process now of EP number 2. I've already got the artwork sussed out. I've got plenty of songs that I have finished. Got plenty of selection to choose from and work upon, because a lot of the unfinished stuff still needs a lot of work still. But you know, the next EP is going to be much more uniform. It's going to be cohesive, you know, because I don't need to. I'm not coinciding it with the book. It's not for my uni project now. So my second EP is going to be. I'm going to settle on the sound, and then that sound will be the 4. It will be very consistent over the 4 or 5 tracks. So yeah, it's going to be a lot more cohesive, and therefore it should be produced better as well, because I don't have to like do a different kind of production style for each track, which I had to do on Sonics and Textures. So I can be more uniform about it, and therefore should be a better EP because of that. So yeah. But yeah, obviously I've been Berlin in this time. In the time that it's been released, I've been to Berlin with DBS and Superbooth. You know, it was good again, but you know, it was very similar to the last year, which is what I expected. I didn't really expect in a space of a year, like you're not going to get anything. You're not going to get like a major jump, are you, in terms of technology advancement? I mean, there was a called Berlin guy, you know, the whole acoustic synth, semi-acoustic synthesizer, that kind of wooden frame, the Phase 8, that was back there again, but there weren't any actual like improvements to it. It was just the same as last year. So yeah, it was like things like that really. I was kind of hoping for a bit more kind of advancement on some of the products, but you know, given it's only a year gap, it's like, yeah, I can't really expect too much. But yeah, it was great. It was like a new set of lads that I went with, some familiar faces as well, like Omar. Same lecturers came with us, but yeah, went to the same nightclubs. We went to Trezor, the home of techno. And we went to Sisyphus, which is like the mini Glasto kind of place where you can just chill outside if you want to. You've got the fire pits and stuff. Well, that wasn't there this year, actually. That was it. Yeah, that was a big disappointment. Like the fire pit. I know it's only a small thing, but you know, it might seem like a small thing. Oh, you know, quit moaning, Sam, about them not having a fire pit. Like, yeah, I can understand why you might think that, but it's a big part of the atmosphere, and because we went on a Friday night, I think that was the reason why they didn't have it. But like, yeah, I was missing that this year, and they got rid of the hydraulic robots as well, because there was like this last year they had this these robots that were like hydraulics, and they were playing in a band, like it was a drum kit, and it was like this metal guitar sort of made out of cans and like recycled products. And yeah, that was a good laugh just seeing that last year, but they got rid of it, so yeah. But yeah, I mean, went to the synthesizer museum in Berlin. That was cool. I got some samples of actually recorded the speakers that they were playing out of, and I got some cool samples of the Korg M1, the D50, Roland D50, DX7, Juno, the Jupiter 8, the Juno 106, some Moogs as well. So I actually got some samples and stuff, which, well, don't know, we'd have to trial it really, because they're not the best fidelity. You can hear background noise and all of the usual kind of stuff like that, you know. But yeah, it's quite good. I've got like a little synth sample library now. But yeah, I mean, it was good. And what else was I going to talk about? I found a new band called Wild Eye Tribe. Some northern band playing in Wigan, I think, quite soon. And they're like a mixture of the Verve and Exit Calm. But the singer's got this incredible voice where it's like he can go from like a tremble to like vibrato to this grunge raspy style. But yeah, I liked a song called Walk Into the Storm. And they've got like live videos of them at Hyde Studios. Something Mantra is one of the songs. Reasons to Breathe was another song from that session. And yeah, they impressed me. That would be a band I would jump to see in 1 second. Yeah, I would love to see a band like that with that kind of Exit Calm style. I was listening to Exit Calm yesterday, first time in a while, and it's crazy, really, just how good they were. Rob Marshall on guitar. You know, not only the air to McCabe, but like actually expanding on McCabe's work. You know, McCabe from the Verve, Nick McCabe. It was like expanding on his work and making the sounds even more powerful. Like, someone who can do that is an incredible guitarist in my book, and full of invention. And the singer, Nicky Smith, what a vocalist that really drove that band, and the lyrics, their hearts and minds. Like, a sense of disorder on my TV screen. I look out the window, the world is so serene. Like, some great lyrics that really make you question the world, question truth, question religion. Just like really, really deep stuff, and motivating stuff as well. So a lot of their songs were about trying and fulfilling the destiny. So yeah, I mean, that's what I was listening to yesterday. A lot of Exit Calm again. And definitely a band's worth checking out, you shoegazers, because they sort of offer something a bit different, where you've got powerful vocals on top of cascading delayed guitar. I mean, for some, maybe it might be a bit too vocal, and I guess some shoegazers prefer it to be actually pushed back and impressionistic. But sometimes I like the singers that do lurch forward in their delivery. And Nicky Smith from Exit Calm is definitely one of those guys. Patrick Fitzgerald from Kitchens of Distinction being another good example. Yeah, it's been a few modern bands that kind of do that, where they do have a more kind of expressive vocal delivery. So that the post-punk nature kind of being infused with shoegaze. But yeah, so that's all I got for today, guys. On this rainy day here in England. But hope you guys have a great summer, and I'll be back soon with a few more videos. We've got one coming up on the roller coaster tour. It's going to be about the roller coaster tour from '92, so a historic video that I'm going to make, because I got the t-shirt the other day from eBay. And yeah, stay tuned for that, guys. See you soon. Cheers.